Good Thursday morning, everybody. Chris Allen with your weather podcast for this August 3rd. The heat and humidity continue, even though we're in the month of September. As we get ready to head into Labor Day weekend, it looks like the heat will remain, although looking at the long-term forecast as we get into, say, next week, the middle of next week, as I mentioned yesterday, it does look like some wholesale changes are coming. And usually that happens about the second or third week in September. Typically, we get a nice Arctic front that moves into our part of the country. And usually with some beneficial rains, and we could use that right now. The ragweed is really high. So if you're doing a lot of sneezing and wheezing, the ragweed is the culprit. It's extremely high at a 10.4 today. And as far as the scale goes, 10 or 11 is about as high as you can get as far as the ragweed category. So we're way up there. The molds are running moderate as well. But that Arctic front, once it comes in with some rain, that will damper some of the ragweed that's floating around. And it will also tend to cool us down a few notches, bring us back down into the maybe low to mid 80s by sometime in the middle of next week. But until then, we're going to remain on the warm side of things as we get ready for the holiday weekend. Yesterday, it got a few degrees warmer than expected. 94 was the official high temperature at the Bowling Green Airport. That happened just before 2 o'clock. 87, that is the average high temperature for this time of the year. So we were 7 degrees above the average. 68 was our low. 63 is the average low. That's a 5-degree difference. A year ago, we had a high of 88 and a low of 72 back in 2014. Still no rainfall for the past 24 hours. And as far as where we're pacing now for the year to date on precipitation, we're 1 2/10 inches above average. But with each day that passes without beneficial rainfall, that number is going to dwindle, and now we're showing some concern of being a little bit too dry. So rain is badly needed, although even though we've got a few rain chances in the forecast, it doesn't look like beneficial rainfall. That we may have to wait on until, as I mentioned, next week when we do see that pattern change. In the meantime, today we're going to continue to be mostly sunny, hot, and humid. We're going to say 93 for an afternoon high today, but like yesterday, it could hit 94, maybe even 95 before the day is over. Heat index will be in the mid-90s. Tonight, mainly clear, warm, and continued muggy, a low of 69. For Friday, repeat of today, sunny, hot, humid, 92. Now, from Saturday all the way through the Labor Day weekend and into the beginning of next week, we're going to pepper in a daily chance of a late-day shower or thunderstorm. We've got the remnants of what was Erica. Remember Erica? Yeah, it was, everybody made a big deal out of hurricane headed for Florida. And that was when it was still way out in the Atlantic, and then it hit some dry air and fell apart. Well, remnants of Erica are still floating through parts of the panhandle of Florida, and those remnants are going to trickle up through the Carolinas during the course of the weekend, and I think that's going to be close enough for us to tap in to some of that available moisture, and we could see maybe a daily chance of a late-day shower or thunderstorm. Not everybody's going to see that, so if you've made some outdoor plans to maybe celebrate Labor Day weekend with a cookout or maybe a day out at the lake, you're going to be fine. You just may have to dodge a shower or two here and there. 93 for Saturday, a 20% chance of a late-day shower. Same goes for Sunday, 91. Monday is Labor Day. We'll see a partly sunny day, chance of a shower, 91. 90 for Tuesday with a continued chance of an afternoon shower. The better chance of scattered showers coming, I think, Wednesday of next week, when we'll see a 30% chance of showers and a high of 89, and that will be the beginning of the pattern change that I mentioned earlier. It looks like it's going to be maybe Thursday, Friday of next week, a week from today, is when we'll begin to see the leading edge of that Arctic air coming in, and maybe some hopefully beneficial rain coming after that, and then the cooler trend that we're seeing in the long-range forecast as we get into the end of next week. All right, that'll do it for this edition of your podcast. God bless as always, and thank you so much for listening. Know the weather before it knows you. Have a great day. I'll see you live at 5:30 on AM Kentucky, streaming live to the WBKO app and to WBKO.com.